What if I told you the most shocking trade in NBA history just went down? Luka Doncic, the young MVP caliber superstar who seemed untouchable, was traded from the Mavericks to the Lakers in a move that has sent shockwaves through the entire league. This isn't just any trade. This is a jaw-dropping, head-scratching, how did this happen moment that could change the NBA landscape forever. But why did it happen? Why did the Mavericks, a team that just landed an MVP caliber player in his prime, let him go? The answer is more shocking than you think. Stay tuned to find out the real reason behind this game-changing trade. In a move that has left fans and analysts stunned, Luka Doncic was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a future Lakers first-round pick. But wait, it gets even crazier. The Utah Jazz stepped in as a third team in the deal, securing Jalen Hood-Schifino and 2 second-round picks. If you think that's a blockbuster, just wait. Luka, who has been one of the NBA's most electrifying players, will now pair up with none other than LeBron James, his idol, in LA. The Lakers, who were sitting at a plus 5,000 chance to win the West, have now catapulted to a plus 950. This move has propelled them past teams like the Mavericks, Rockets, Clippers, and Grizzlies. But the real question everyone is asking is, why? Why did the Mavericks trade their franchise player, and why did they do it now? First off, let's talk about Luka's new home. LA is the perfect place for him to shine, right? He'll be playing alongside LeBron James, arguably the greatest basketball player ever, in what could be the most thrilling pairing in NBA history. Luka gets to join the Lakers' quest for another championship, while LeBron gets the player who has the potential to lead the team for the next decade. But here's where things get even more interesting. LeBron James had no idea this trade was happening. Imagine being the king, out to dinner after a big win over the Knicks, and a random fan yells out about Luka Garza being traded to the Lakers. LeBron, confused, tweets that his account wasn't hacked. Then, just hours later, news breaks. Luka is now a Laker. This trade was so secretive that even LeBron was left in the dark. And you have to wonder, why was this trade kept under wraps? What were the Mavericks thinking, and why didn't they take the summer to explore their options? Now, here's where the story takes a turn. The Mavericks didn't trade Luka because he demanded a move. They didn't trade him because he was unhappy. In fact, Luka was on the brink of signing a Supermax extension with Dallas this summer. So, what made the Mavericks decide to cut ties with one of the NBA's brightest stars? It all boils down to one thing: condition and commitment. Reports reveal that Luka's constant conditioning concerns, particularly his diet and fitness level, became a growing issue for the Mavericks front office. Yes, you heard that right. Luka, despite his immense talent, struggled with his weight and conditioning. Team sources said Luka's diet habits and lack of discipline had led to repeated injuries, something that became impossible to ignore. In fact, Luka's weight has ballooned from around 230 pounds in his rookie season to a reported 270 pounds this year. That's a 40-pound difference, and it isn't muscle. At just 25 years old, Luka is already playing at a high level, but the Mavericks feared he might not reach his full potential due to these recurring issues. If you're a team with championship aspirations, can you really afford to gamble on a player who might not stay in top shape? So why did the Mavericks make this move? And why now? The truth is, the Mavericks made a bold decision. They didn't want to be stuck in a cycle of frustration like the Pelicans with Zion Williamson or the Clippers with Kawhi Leonard. They didn't want to be held hostage by a superstar who might not show up when it matters most. The decision was made to trade Luka before he signed that Supermax extension, thus avoiding being stuck with a superstar who might never live up to the hype. And let's be clear, this wasn't an easy decision for the Mavericks. They knew they were giving up one of the most talented players in the league, but they were betting that Luka's off-court issues, his weight, his discipline, his focus, would hold him back from being the next big thing in the NBA. As for Luka, he heads to LA, where he'll be joining LeBron James and a roster that, despite the trade, still has championship aspirations. Is this the environment Luka needs to turn his career around? Will being around LeBron, known for his strict discipline and work ethic, inspire Luka to clean up his act and get into better shape? Or will it be too late for the Mavericks' gamble? Luka's career scoring averages are off the charts. He's already one of the best players in NBA history. His trade at 25 years old has sparked comparisons to other major trades in NBA history, like when the Clippers traded James Harden or when the Charlotte Hornets traded Kobe Bryant on draft night. This could be a huge slap in the face to Luka, who's losing out on $116 million by not being able to sign the Supermax in Dallas. On the flip side, the Lakers have pulled off one of the greatest trades in NBA history. They've landed a 25-year-old superstar without giving up all their future assets. Anthony Davis, while still a great player, is injury-prone and 32 years old. The Lakers didn't have to give up a ton of draft picks. Instead, they get Luka Doncic, a player who could be the centerpiece of the Lakers for the next decade. The Lakers went from a long shot to a serious contender overnight. But the big question remains, will this be enough to push them over the top? Can Luka and LeBron coexist, or will the pairing of two ball-dominant players become a problem? Only time will tell. The Mavericks' decision to trade Luka Doncic is a massive gamble. They've given up one of the league's brightest stars, but they're betting that Luka's off-court issues will eventually derail his career. It's a bold move, one that could either pay off in the long run or be remembered as one of the biggest mistakes in NBA history. As for the Lakers, they're all in on this season. With Luka and LeBron, they have the potential to dominate the NBA for years to come. But with such a high-risk move, can they stay healthy enough to capitalize on this newfound power? In the end, this trade might be the start of a new NBA era. But one thing is for sure, the Mavericks' bold move has left the entire NBA world in shock. What do you think? Did the Mavericks make the right call? Will Luka thrive in LA, or is this trade going to haunt them for years to come? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest NBA news. This is going to be a wild ride, and we'll be covering every twist and turn right here on the channel. Stay tuned.